Be a little difficult today. The reason being, we are going to have back to back two important meditations and two important aspects which will be discussed. So I hope all of you are ready on this beautiful day of Naomi and Dashera coming together. So wishing all of you, thank you so much. Happy Dashera by Lata Didi, and thank you so much, and wishing you all the same. Now, as we are going to begin, I would request as our ritual to quieten our mind with a chant of Om. And I would request all of you to be comfortably seated with your awareness and consciousness very much aligned to what you will be listening to. But at the same time, I would request all of you to be as comfortable as possible. Happy Dashera. On that note, I request all of you to first be very comfortably seated and stay focused on your breath. Take deep breaths, but very gently. The chanting of the Om is what we are going to look at now. Gently close your eyes. Allow your eyelids to just drop. And as you breathe in and out, feel your shoulders getting relaxed. Your shoulders gently dropping down to the gravity. Repeat. It's very important today to awaken our consciousness, to allow our mind to be with us where we go, not go with the mind is. That is, master your thoughts. The goddess wisdom, the goddess of higher intellect, and the channel to awaken the beautiful consciousness, to be awakened, aligned, and also make it accessible for us to reach out to those energies which will help us move ahead in life. For the journey in the past 8 days has seen, we have awakened each and every aspect connected to our physical, mental, emotional beingness. The spiritual beingness being awakened, and today it is time to take flight. The goddess Navdurga is a consortium of all the energies of goddess Parvati, and together bringing in all her beautiful attributes, she is presented to Lord Shiva. And today is the day when the beautiful yin yang energies come into a beautiful amalgamation, the amalgamation which created this world, the amalgamation which helped Shiva to be called as Ardhanarishwar. That is, scientifically speaking, this is the day when we awaken all the attributes of our left brain and the right brain, our logical and the creative brain coming together, the beautiful energies which activates those aspects of our life which truly needs to be awakened to help us move ahead in life. On that note, I request all of you to open up your heart to awaken the goddess within as we welcome her into our lives. She is worshipped as Mahishasura Mardini, the annihilator of the buffalo demon. Often we wonder where is the demon, because now in Kali Yuga we do not see demons outside. We see it within us. And with this awakeness, today we are going to awaken the goddess within us. On this beautiful Naomi, today we will be looking at how we can awaken the goddess who has 4 hands. The goddess who has a chakra, a conch shell, a gadha, and a lotus in her hand. The goddess who bestows blessings to us, who bestows blessings to us, not only in the physical or the mental or the emotional form, but today she is the one who is going to be our chariot to move ahead to spiritual awakening. For people who are on the path of spiritual awakening, today is a very important day because today we gather the energies of the goddess in completeness and allow it to be aligned within us in all aspects of our lives. She gives us meditative powers and also makes the manifestation of those meditations very much possible. So today, set an intention. What is it that you want to manifest in your life? Gently inhale and exhale. Stay in this zone of having a deeper understanding of this goddess. Goddess Siddharthatri. She is called as the goddess who manifests, the goddess who blesses with spiritual awakening. Goddess Siddhidatri, as she is rightly called, she is the beautiful unison of the Atma and the Paramatma. As I said, yin yang energy, she also is the channel for the Atma and the Paramatma unison. On that note, as I chant the mantra, I request all of you to bring your hands together in front of your heart chakra and take deep, gentle breaths, your spine erect and your mind in the conscious state. Om Devi Siddhatraya Namaha. Om Devi Siddhatraya Namaha. Om Devi Siddhidatraya 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 Namaha. Feel the awakeness happening in your heart chakra as the frequencies of this mantra awakens the heart. And as we now open up our crown chakra to welcome this goddess who is with us and who is going to allow the blissful cosmic energies to be poured upon us in a beautiful conical form. Take a deep breath in and shift your focus to your crown chakra as you visualize a beautiful white lotus ready for her to be seated upon. Ring, kling, game, Siddhiraraya Namaha. Ring, kling, game, Siddhiraraya Namaha. Ring, kling, aim, Siddhiraraya Namaha. Om, klim, aim, Siddhararaya Namaha. You to be aware of the energy flow at your cellular level. You may now stay focused on your breath. Be aware of each and every awareness in your mind, body, and spirit. The evil, there are a lot of things which has been happening through various yugas, as rightly said in the Vedas. I'll be talking about the different yugas and how it has been happening. Before that, we start with the Dashera with a short shloka. So I would request all of you to bring your hands together. Take a deep breath in and gently breathe out. Quieten your mind as you bring in the essence of Lord Rama to be awakened within you. Om. 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 Neelambuja Shamala Kolagla Sita Samaropit Pitavama Bhagyam Pano Mahashaya Kacharu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham. Om Neelambuja Shamala Komalagna Sita Samaropitavama Bhagyam Pano Mahasaya Kacharu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham. Om Neelambuja Shamala Komalagna Sita Samaro Pitavama Bhagyam Pano Mahashaya Kacharu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham. Take a deep breath in and gently breathe out. With your eyes closed, your eyes and your heart synced in with the vision of Lord Rama. As we go past time, various civilizations have witnessed wars, eternal and internal. It is beautifully depicted in our Vedic understanding of time, in Hinduism, as called as yugas. The Satyuga, wherein the conflict was between the Devalok and the Asuralok. The Treta Yuga, the fight between the evil and the good, Ravana and Ram. The fight during the Treta Yuga showed us that there is an existence of evil every time where there is good. Dwapara Yuga, wherein the fight happened within the family. The fight wherein the evil resided under the same roof. And finally, in the Kali Yuga, it is within each person. We have come to such a state now that the evil has started residing within us. We don't have to go out to seek evil. We don't have to fight the evil outside. The evil is very much within it. On this note, we come to know that there have always been two personalities within each human being. Today, we awaken that personality, which is going to bring the highest good, which is going to allow us to lead a life of righteousness, of love and compassion, peace and prosperity, not just for us, but for the whole world. As we rightly believe in Vasudeva Kutumbakam, and each and every being on earth being happy. Sarva lokar shantir bhavatu. May peace prevail upon all. And Lord Rama stood for that peace through his righteousness. When he had to pick the weapon, he picked it up. And when he had to radiate the love and compassion, righteousness, virtues and ethics, he did so. On that note, the lessons which our Vedic times have taught us have been tremendous. Somewhere we have forgotten down the time. And Navratri is the right time to awaken all that knowledge, the wisdom, so that we are able to lead a life of righteousness, peace, and prosperity. Awakening the higher wisdom and the intellect needed to help us lead a life, not just ourselves, but everybody around us. This is the time during the pandemic where we need to pray for everybody. This is the time we have to pray for our land. We have to pray for the protection of each and every being. For we have no right to kill anybody. Man is no superior to anybody. The Creator is one. And on that note, we are now going to chant the Om mantra once again and feel a connect to each and every being on earth. The plant, the water, the air, the land, each and every being, each and everything on earth needs to be connected to us today and bring together as one universal family. I request all of you to go into a state of meditation as the chanting Om would begin. And if you feel sleepy, please feel comfortable to be seated in such position that you can be drifted into a sleep. For when we vibrate at a delta frequency, we will be able to awaken the true wisdom within us and also activate our self-healing mechanism. As you will hear the guidance from my voice, I request all of you to be very comfortably seated. See that your back has got a good rest, your shoulders are relaxed, and your mind opened up to awaken the wisdom deep within. Stay focused on your breath. I awaken the goddesses within me. I awaken the power of righteousness within me. I awaken the space of love and compassion within me. Today, I seek to radiate the same to all the people whom I live with, whom I connect to, whom I do not connect to, and universally to all, understanding that we are the spark of dust from the same universe. We belong to the same universe. We choose to be like the sun, which radiates light to all without any prejudices. Gently breathe in and out. Visualize yourself seated on a beautiful lawn, the expanse of nature, the beautiful mountains, the rivers flowing by, the chirping of birds, the freedom of the butterflies, the buzzing of the bees, the fragrance of the flowers, the happiness in the wind as it blows on your cheeks, the warmth of the sun. Everything is given in abundance. Everything is given freely, openly, happily. Ask yourself, what traps me in me? What traps me in this physical body? When the universe is ever giving in abundance, what is the frequency in me which needs to be awakened to be in unison with that abundance? Abundance of good health, relationships, prosperity, and contribution. What is that one thought form? What is that one belief? Today, I choose to let it go. Today, I choose to let it. Tell yourself, I'm strong and powerful, and I can handle it to become harmonious and lovable.
In this video, I'm going to create this ebook in just 2 minutes, directly from this blog post.
Stay focused on your breath. Be in the space which helps you to be more aware and awakened. Allow your mind and body to be completely relaxed, to able to see the stillness within, to be able to see the whole universe within you. Aham Brahmasmi, the whole of this universe is within me. I am complete as the Creator is, as I am an essence of the Creator, the seed who holds the forest. Gently inhale and exhale. As your mind starts quietening up, let go of those thoughts which are trying to disturb. Just be aware of them. Do not confront them. Fullness of your journey during these 9 days. Yes, you could go one by one, whoever wants to. Yes, I see the hand raised. Yes, you can go.
Sujata
Shruti
ji?
can go.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Yes, Shruti.
So, Sujata ji, okay, in today's process, I just fell asleep. So, it was like I could hear you. So, there were some bits and parts that I could hear. Otherwise, I was like in a very different state where my mind, I had no control on the thoughts. There were barely any thoughts, to be honest. It was just like your voice, and the mind is just going deep inside, inside, inside. I don't know where, but it's just going so deep that a point where I had to like I thought I'm just going to go down in my sleep. So, but apart from that, all the 9 days, amazing. Except I told you yesterday, probably I was a little distracted, but I have, there are shifts that have taken place. Some subtle realizations which I could not understand earlier. It comes to my notice immediately, and um, it is how do you say? It's like at points where there are goddesses actually telling, let it go, leave it. But for you can hear, you can the assurance that once there was this one time when I got this assurance and I was in tears. It just happened on its own, where I could see all. I think we had just invoked 8 of them that day. So it was like all the 8 of them worked, walking with me, telling me you're safe and secure. Because I told you I had this fear that I'll be going there, उधर I have to go there to my in-laws, क्या होएगा, etc. It just came on its own that we are with you throughout. Just don't. So I could see me in between and all 8 surrounding me. So it was that like a validation of what you said. You know. So it was the experience. I mean, there's no words to this beautiful and profound experiences in all these 9 days. Thank you so much, Sujata ji. Thank you for everything.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's been a divine plan. As I said, the constellation is such that our chakras also are very sensitive at this point of time. And when we are going with the right vibration and frequencies, as you would have noticed, the mantra chanting is with the specific frequencies related to the chakras. And that is how we invoke the goddesses. So it is all of us together. And I guess that's where the magic is created, the universe and the sounds. I guess that is where magic created. And most important is our receptivity. So when you have been so receptive, that is how you have got the experience which you shared. So wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Yes, sweetie ji, I see you raising your hand.
मैं ये बोलना चाह रही थी कि मेरा ज्वाइन नहीं हुआ, मैं सामने बिल्डिंग से भाग के संतोष के घर आई। अब थोड़ा 10 मिनट्स लेट हो गया, बट मतलब इतना ज्यादा अच्छा लग रहा था आपने जो अभी कराया, इतना डीप गई मैं कि संतोष के बेटे ने एकदम थोड़ा सा नॉक किया उसने दरवाजा, तो मेरा सिर ऐसे लगा मैं हिल गई पूरी अंदर से, मतलब बिल्कुल एकदम सिर थोड़ा भारी हो गया मेरा, क्योंकि वो किसी और ही जगह पे गई हुई थी एकदम से। मैं फिर वापस जैसे लगता है ना, इस वापस दुनिया में आए या कुछ हुआ, ऐसा वो बहुत डीप अंदर चली गई मैं। और मैं सबसे ज्यादा थैंक्स करूंगी कि ये 9 डेज जो आपने मेडिटेशन लिया, मैंने आपको बताया था कि 10 डेज पहले ही मैं उठी हूँ इस चीज से, इस बीमारी से, कोरोना की। सबने मुझे बोला कि बहुत वीकनेस और ये सब के बारे में, लेकिन ये 9 डेज जो मैंने मेडिटेशन किया है, मैं बिल्कुल एक्टिव हूँ, बिल्कुल मतलब इतनी हेल्दी हूँ, मुझे कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। इतना मेडिटेशन से मुझे फर्क पड़ा इस चीज से। इसके लिए मैं थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, ma'am. The divine made this.
Thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you, ma'am.
तो ये जर्नी खाली अपने 9 दिन की नहीं है. This journey is something that ये awareness जो है, it should continue. When it continues and we are able to create the shift in our lives, that is where the final results are. So I would expect you all to at least be in this zone for 5 minutes every day, invoking the goddesses on a regular basis, so that we don't go back into that area of pain or go back into that area of helplessness. Because right now, somewhere in our mind, in our subconscious mind, we are becoming helpless, right? See, when something happens to somebody else also, since we are all connected, we are empaths. So finally, somewhere in us also dies. And when that is happening, we need to awaken ourselves with courage so that we are able to fight, right? So on this Dashera day, we can take a vow that we are going to awaken the courage so that we can fight the vices within us and also around us with courage and come out victorious. That's very important. We fight with courage and come out victorious. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, sweetie ji. Yes, anybody else would like to go before we say a bye-bye? And then again, we could meet again on our regular sessions. That is the once a week sessions which we have. Now, I would also be announcing one of my favorite workshops, which comes immediately after Dashera. That is the prosperity workshop. Because when we want to contribute to the world, we need to create and be manifestors of that particular aspect. Want to contribute wisdom? Attract more wisdom. Want to contribute money? Attract more money. Want to be contributing more of seva? Attract good health. So we need to be attracting all those things which we want to contribute. So the prosperity workshop is all about money. How to attract money, but with the goal clear in mind. This workshop is all about having very clear understanding as to why you want the money. And it is all about the spiritual awakening. In one of my workshops, which was conducted, of course, that was a face-to-face workshop, there a lady had manifested some amount of money, which was actually a bad debt. And when before our workshop could get over, she got back her 84 lakh rupees. And this was shocking to everybody, but I was very much aware. The reason being, she knew exactly how to claim the money and why she wanted it. Of course, she didn't want to contribute the whole lot of the money. She wanted it for her son's education and wanted to contribute to a hospital which was in her area. So this ability to contribute is very, very important. And we will be awakening that setting up very clear goals for ourselves. What do we want to do and why we want to do it? So prosperity workshop is one of my favorites, I could say, because there is a whole lot of aspects which transcends within us. The goddesses has helped us with the clearance. We should be now taking the action, right? All energy bestowed, all blessings given, but if no action taken, we will not be able to do anything in life. So whatever we want to give back to the universe is what we need to first create in our inner world. And that is exactly what we do in our prosperity workshop. So more details will be shared on the group itself. So those who would like to come in, who would like to join in, you're most welcome. And especially all the people here, because one base work has already been done of invoking the goddesses and invoking the energies. So next step is about manifestation. So it is coming on Saturday and Sunday, the coming Saturday and Sunday. Details will be put up there. People who missed out any of these sessions which we had, you can look into the YouTube, everything will be put up there except for today's. It will go up tomorrow. And the blog which I had written last night, which was about, not last night, it was last morning, which I wrote about the science of Navratri. So I would request all of you to read that if possible, and you will be able to have an understanding about what we did all this year, all these days, and wishing all of you once again a very happy Dashera and Navratri. Goddesses be with us, not only today, but throughout the year till we meet again on this platform of Navratri. Till then, stay tuned, stay blessed, stay connected, and watch the videos so that you are aware about what happened. Anytime you are low on energy, go to those videos and do the meditation. You will be again able to invoke. That is the reason why I have put it up there. Okay, thank you so much. And if anybody wants to share anything, please be quick with it. Meanwhile, I will read out the messages which has been put up by Vaishali. Happy Dashera. Gulraji, very beautiful experience, wonderful journey, feeling fresh and relaxed. Thank you so much for that. Alpaji says, amazing experience. Thank you. And there is Rajapriya who says, overall, a beautiful experience. And on that note, I would say bye-bye.